But when King Saul saw the way the people loved David, he did what all people do when they haven't surrendered to the sovereignty of God. He plotted to get rid of the threat. David didn't see it coming because he'd done absolutely nothing to deserve it. In fact, Saul's evil plans came on the heels of David's victory over Goliath. But if Saul's antagonism was extreme, so was his son Jonathan's devotion to David. Many writers paint pictures of David and Jonathan as if they were two giddy teenagers, but that's actually far from the truth. You had to be 20 years old to be in the army of the Israelites. Now, David was only 18, but Saul made him a high-ranking officer in the hopes that David would be killed in battle. But Jonathan, he was already commanding a third of the army and had won 2 great victories. So it's quite possible that Jonathan was closer to age 40. What's more significant about this is that Jonathan stood in direct line to the throne. Although he was a mature, seasoned officer, he recognized the hand of God on his friend David. And unlike his father, he submitted to God's choice. Clearly, Jonathan longed more for the will of God than his own position. But still, Saul was king, and he wanted David out of the way. So David was forced to abandon the palace and leave everything behind. Even though David knew he was the Lord's chosen one, he did not retaliate or force his hand. He didn't try to sway others to his side. Instead, he left alone. That speaks volumes to me about David's heart. When we're wronged, we want people to know about it. Like when there's a church split, we rarely leave alone. If our family falls apart, we want people to know our side of the story. We're afraid that leaving by ourselves signals to people that we're admitting we were in the wrong. But it can mean something so much greater. It can mean we have completely surrendered control of our future to God.